That's annoying because I can pause it on my phone.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just got
So if I was ahead, I'd be able to pause it and then. But it's annoying that it's put you ahead.
Who've we got a minute to pause for? Obviously, I haven't got the sound on, so I can't tell you.
Something to do with Leicester. I'm ahead on my laptop now.
Right. Okay. It's showing the dude Frank Worthington, and now it's like.
Now Brendan Rodgers.
No, you might be ahead now. That's Brendan Rodgers now.
So why am I ahead now? Fuck's sake.
We're just gonna.
I think this is, I think this is the best we're gonna fucking.
You weren't too like you said Brendan Rodgers, and then about 3 seconds later it showed him. So
it's not too, but you're just gonna have to go live now. And
I'm already live.
Oh, are we?
Yeah. Technical difficulties.
We're just gonna have to go with this then. At least it's not like. Might only be like 2 seconds behind or something like that. So.
Yeah, it's not a massive delay anyway.
Just.
Nearly starting the time. I forgot about the Neil.
Yeah. Well, I said in the podcast that we're going to be interested to see if he starts Stones, and he hasn't. He's gone with Laporte and Diaz.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was quite an interesting one because we did worry that, well, not worry, but we did wonder if that, that mistake would weigh heavy on his mind type of thing, and he has been, like, the main centre-back for us recently, so obviously he didn't like what he saw in that England game.
I think it's a bit interesting that he's started Aguero and Jesus.
Yeah, maybe it's getting Aguero as many games in as they can now before he goes, type of thing.
Yeah, well, he hasn't played too many. I think you need a certain amount to get a medal, don't you? So maybe.
Yeah, it could be that.
Yeah,
I mean, you got 8 games left. I think it's 10 games, isn't it, for a medal? So you'd have to imagine.
I think it might be less now. I'm sure they changed it to like less games now.
Yeah, I remember last year when like Liverpool were on the running, everyone was like, "Oh, sign sign Gerrard and let him play like the last 8 games or something." That would have made him eligible for a medal. And then he decided to not bring a certain player in on a game, and they were like, "That means he won't get a medal now." He's absolutely mugged him off. And Leicester kind of. I wouldn't say all over you, but they've got the most of the possession so far. Tame shot from a Jose Perez there. But yeah, City now having a bit of possession. It looks like. I didn't catch the complete lineup, to be honest, because we were technically difficult.
Yeah, I'll give it a quick. So Leicester, we've got Schmeichel, Fofana, Evans, Amati, Albrighton, and Ndidi, Tillemans, Castagna, Perez, Iheanacho, and Vardy.
So not too many surprises there.
No, and Maddison's on the bench. He's. Sorry, there's a chance. Maybe half. No, sorry, City putting the ball back. There's half a chance there for Leicester, but.
Yeah. Well,
yeah. City lined up Edison in goal, Mendy at left back, which was a surprise maybe. Laporte, Diaz, Walker, Fernandinho and Rodri, and Jesus, De Bruyne, Mahrez, and then Aguero.
Yeah. Oh, early foul on Vardy there from De Bruyne, by the looks of it.
So there's a couple of interesting choices for City who started, but it's not too far off what I pretty much expected, to be honest.
Yeah, Iheanacho's obviously in the starting lineup. I believe he got Player of the Month this month.
I believe so. Probably deserved as well. He's played well, hasn't he? So
He has played well, yeah.
I mean, the result of the day so far:
I know, yeah.
West Bromwich Albion,
5.
Chelsea.
Oh, playing through my phone. Yeah, 5-2. Who saw that coming?
Well, I was going to put Chelsea on my bet, so
Just glad you didn't.
I'm glad I didn't. No, yeah. I actually went on the slots and 140 quid. So
Oh, there you go then. Happy days.
I actually did the right choice for once.
It's very rare that choice pays off, but
It is. City are just knocking the ball around really on the outside. We're about 25-30 yards out.
This is the kind of a game I expected, to be honest. You know, City doing the whole playing round, looking for a space.
Oh!
Ooh! Is that in?
I think it might. This might get shot off. You know.
It has. So a Fernandinho. Was it Fernandinho?
Fernandinho. I think Aguero was in the way.
Yeah. There's a volley. Volley. I don't know what you call that, but he's banged it in from 35 yards, something like that. There. But yeah, it has been given as an offside. Well, Sky Sports doesn't want to take that goal. It must be the interference as he runs across the keeper here.
Yeah.
It's probably about 30 yards out. Cracking finish, to be fair, but yeah, Aguero's jumped over the ball. I think there was a situation with that a while back, wasn't there, where like it wasn't given. So
yeah.
I think now they are kind of giving it, but I don't think Aguero does anything there. Like, I think Schmeichel's a bit slower.
Yeah, it's as soon as they're in like the keeper's eye line, it automatically gets chalked off now, doesn't it? So
yeah,
I thought he would when I seen it, but
good finish though.
What a fucking hit as well.
City pressuring now, another ball into the box, looks like it's been put behind for a corner. Ooh.
The hit that was as well, man.
I know, yeah, it's a banging effort that.
You'd be gutted, wouldn't you, if you was Fernandinho and now you'd like...
I get one of them every couple of years or something.
Yeah.
Rattle it in and they chalk it off. But weirdly enough though, both sides have started pretty well. Leicester had a bit of the ball earlier. Now, you know, City have regained and just passing it about. I think it's going to be that type of game.
Yeah. It's probably what... well, we spoke about it briefly, didn't we, during the podcast and that, and we probably expected it to be how it is now.
Yeah. City with a lot of the ball and
No.
Leicester looking to break.
Yeah.
City are just on the edge of the box, just side to side, looking for that gap by the looks of it. Looking for Mahrez at the back post. Do you think we'll get prime Mahrez, or do you think we'll get disappears in big games Mahrez today? Crossing from De Bruyne, clear.
I'm going to stick my neck out and say he's not going to have a very good game today because we're not playing Burnley or Brighton or
someone at the bottom of the league.
Yeah, or West Brom or someone like that.
Ooh, don't sleep on West Brom. So what they can do today. Thiago Silva getting himself sent off after like 27 minutes.
I actually missed the game as well.
So did I.
I was busy doing something. So I haven't seen none of the goals. I haven't seen the red card. I haven't seen anything really.
How did the trampoline building go?
I finished it at 5 o'clock.
Oh god.
It literally took me all day.
Yeah, I built one with my granddad once, and in the end we had to get a third person round to help because the way that the frame was built, it wouldn't go together. You had to like all hold it in because it needed the tension, and it was a pain. Ooh, foul work.
You see, we got it about 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
No, it took me a good like 4 hours.
Never again. Ball over. Oh, well. play, to be honest. Thought that was going to be a ball over the top there for Leicester. Cut out by Laporte.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a chance for City. There's a chance for City to break. I didn't think that was a foul there, to be honest, either.
Ooh, no. Mahrez definitely did, though, doing that many rolls.
He's won the ball, but he's
yeah, he's followed through as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, straight down the back of the thigh, like. Well, not, is it? I don't know what the thing's called. Not the thigh.
Sometimes it's hard to
The calf.
like pull your leg away. Do you know what I mean? Once
it's
take the ball.
Yeah, it's all momentum, and you can't really help but have a go there. Why is this road? The second you start doing something, just becomes the noisiest thing in the world.
I'll sit on the attack again, just outside the Leicester area. Mahrez gone all the way back. I thought that was a pretty dangerous position there, and it's just literally turned all the way around, and then Leicester are breaking now. So
yeah, they've given that away there. Down the wing with Castagna.
Yeah, so the Chelsea result, that top four race now is just been blown wide open.
It has. Like, as I was saying to you, like, I'm gonna try and like get each like maybe the top 6 or 7 who can all reach it. I'm gonna try and get the last 8 games, and we'll go through them and have a little prediction kind of like how we think it's going to end. Oh, that was a chance for City though if that pass goes through from De Bruyne.
Yeah, I think West Ham are like 2 points behind Chelsea with a game in hand now.
Yeah.
I think Tottenham are only 3 points behind. Liverpool 5 points behind. They play obviously after this game against Arsenal.
Everton have got two games in hand.
Yeah, it's been blown wide open, and it's going to be interesting. I think it might even go down to the final day.
It could do. I think as well, as a United fan, obviously, if City win this game, it's given us a bit of a safety blanket now that all them teams are going to be fighting for it. Like, yeah. I know it's more teams that could potentially upset us, but at the same time, it's one more space that's being fought for. So I think it could help us, to be honest.
I think, obviously, top 4 wise, I think United will be fine now. I think like teams below now will still like carry on dropping points through the end of the season and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think they've got a decent enough gap to claim top 4.
I feel like one of the teams in there that should be like most desperate for a top 4 finish is Tottenham, because you know there's talks of Harry Kane wanting to go. There's talk that Bayern want Son. I mean, who wouldn't want Son? He's one of the best players in the world, in my opinion. But
yeah, I think he's very underrated, mate.
You know, there's quality. Big chance Dele Alli could disappear to somewhere because he's not getting games really, and the other people they've signed have not really stepped up. Bar maybe Bergwijn's been okay, but you know, like Ndombele and the likes of Sissoko as well have not really been what they paid for it, have they?
Would you imagine if they lose Kane, Son, and then obviously Bale's going back to Madrid?
Yeah.
It's literally like
they've gone from having one of the best front threes in the world to not having a front three, pretty much.
It'd be crazy, but yeah, it'd be interesting to I think if they've got a glimmer of hope of keeping all the Kane, they're going to have to get top 4.
Yeah. I could see Son going as well. Like, if you want to win trophies, it just isn't happening at Tottenham. Like, I think is it them in the final with you guys for the League Cup?
Yeah.
You know, so like, this is, I know how the narrative's going to be. It's going to be Mourinho always wins a trophy in his first season, and everyone will say, well, he didn't win one last season, and it'll say, but that wasn't a full season. So it'll be like, this is his first full season. Cross from Mahrez, ooh, dangerous zone. Clear from Leicester. Yeah, I feel like that.
I feel as well, though, if Spurs did like beat us in like the Carabao Cup final,
yeah,
like, is winning the Carabao Cup gonna be enough for Kane to be like,
It's probably not, but it's going to be enough
You know
for
what I mean?
Tottenham fans to be like, oh,
Oh yeah, definitely.
he's delivered the trophy that we've not won in. I mean, when was the last trophy they won? Like 2003 or something.
It's a fucking while ago.
Yeah.
A good one. That's why I think like any trophy for them would be.
Yeah, would be a
take
big
it.
success, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I suppose the problem you've got then is, if he wins a trophy this year, then they're all going to be like, okay, well he's won the League Cup, now we want the Premier League or whatever.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna be eating as well as I watch the game.
That's alright, mate. We're in here for nearly 2 hours. We've got to get something down us. Again, the game's still being played mostly in like midfield or like from about 30 yards out from the Leicester goal. A lot of possession for City. What was a switch?
No one's really like grabbed the game by the scruff of the net yet.
No. Obviously, you know, City have had that goal chalked, but even that was like just dropped out to about 30 yards and he's blasted one. Good cross from Mendy. Yeah. Oh, no, Mahrez just let it bounce over him apparently. I wonder if Mahrez may show up simply because it's his old team.
No.
No. Basically no.
He's had chances to do it before and not done it, so.
Yeah, that's true.
There you go. Look at this.
What you working with there, lad?
Don't tell me. I don't have a salad.
Reminds me of hot days when my mum would just be like, yeah, we're having a salad for tea. It's like a bit of lettuce, some spring onion, a chopped up egg, a bit of ham, maybe a pork pie if you were lucky.
Be like, it's too hot for hot food.
Yeah. Let's just have a salad instead.
So what I found interesting was Walker just had a shot then. Pep had an interview yesterday and basically said City won't go out and spend stupid amounts of money on a striker.
Yeah.
Already said that people use Man City's name to
drive the price up.
To drive the price up and force a bidding war or whatever, but I found that quite interesting because obviously that means that we're not going to be going out and spending 130 million on like a striker.
Well, United weirdly enough rejected to speak to the agent, didn't they? They turned down the opportunity to speak to him, so doesn't look like we're getting Haaland either. It's a shame, but you know we predicted he'd go to Spain anyway, so.
I think he'll go Madrid or Barca.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting as well because City said yesterday that one of our academy players, Liam Delap, will be with the first team like every day next season.
Alright, okay.
He's obviously a striker. He's Rory Delap's son.
Oh.
Good old long throw Rory Delap. But
yeah. I've
seen him play a few times. Obviously he scored in the Carabao Cup this year for City.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
He's one of them players so far that have got more goals than games and stuff. So he knows. He knows where the net is. So it'd be interesting to see if they just go. Do we sign a striker or do we just go with an academy player or something like that to replace Aguero?
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad time to do it. It's not like you haven't got the players around him to support him. You know, like your wingers do a lot for you anyway. So might be a good shout. To be honest, I don't know how Jesus would take to that. You know, like becoming potentially second fiddle to an academy player, but I thought it was a break for him then.
Oh, Wedo had a chance, but
yeah, deflection drops on the volley, just didn't quite catch it right. I thought if Jesus takes that touch in his stride, originally. I feel like he's in there, but disappointing finish in the end from Aguero. It was on his left, I suppose, but he's absolutely panned that one over, hasn't
he? Yeah, there was no one around him, and he's probably going to be very disappointed with that, but maybe that's a lack of match sharpness.
Potentially, yeah. Again, no City. De Bruyne's. Never mind. City definitely the aggressor here, and you could see that Leicester's game plan is to just get that counter attack, but you know it's tiring chasing shadows at the moment. So
yeah, it looks like it's a hot day as well, doesn't it? So
yeah,
I don't. It's probably going to be one of the most annoying things in football, is when you're just chasing people around the pitch and you can't get hold of the ball.
I felt that fury during the King of the Hill Cup the other night on FIFA. Just chasing players around the pitch and never getting shadows. Yeah. I was very tempted to give my monitor the old 1-2, I won't lie.
I wasn't that far away doing it last night either, to be fair.
Last night was devastating. 2 heartbreaks in a row is just not what you need, is it?
No, it's wrong.
I took my rubbish out afterwards and went for a walk with Cam. We just went to calm down basically. Oh, it's a good pass, De Bruyne. Oh, it's well over. He's claiming for a foul. Kick. Does he give the free kick? Dangerous area. What were we saying about 2-3 yards outside of the box, just to the left hand side of the goal. Perfect opportunity for a right footer to curl it in the corner.
Yeah. I couldn't really see if there was any contact on that, to be honest.
I'm not entirely sure that was a free kick, but it's been given.
I wonder if it's going to be a Donnelly-esque.
It could be a Donnelly-esque, to be fair. I don't know who's going to hit it with the left peg, though, if it is a Donnelly-esque.
Not going to be Mahrez, I'll tell you that.
I mean, Mahrez looks like he stood there having a word about it, like.
Well, he'll take it, doesn't mean he'll score.
I don't know, you might see a De Bruyne special here, to be honest.
I mean, I'd be more confident if he took it.
I genuinely thought the guy in the wall spat on the guy that's laid down then. I was like, that's just rude. Oh, it looks like De Bruyne's definitely taking it. I can't see Mahrez unless he's going to fucking sprint up to it.
Oh, no,
Mine!
Definitely. Oh!
I'm still behind, but ooh, he's at the bar.
Off the bar.
Oh, and flicked away. Jesus Christ, that was close. God damn this delay.
If I can, I'll hold it in.
Yeah. It's hard, I get that. I've been there.
It was great hit, but great hit to be fair. Schmeichel was beaten.
Oh, he's stranded.
Literally just smacked off the crossbar. That was wasn't a Donnelly-esque, it was a Cam-esque.
Yeah. Hitting the bar like that. Juninho Westborough and his obsession with hitting posts and crossbars. I don't understand how it happens so often to him.
Just unlucky, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Who would have thought? Oh, it's a good ball. Ooh. Good ball from Walker, but just slightly ahead of Jesus.
Yeah, just showed the free kick. Replay the free kick, and Schmeichel was definitely beaten there.
Yeah, he's inside the net, isn't he? The dip on that. Look at it dip back down there. Ooh. Oh.
Let's have a look and see if it was. I don't think that was even a free kick, to be honest.
No, he fell over. Look, he just falls over. Oh, that'd have been a point for. How was VAR not overturned that then? Or is it? Can it not do it on free kick decisions?
Okay.
Look at that! Possession in the last 5 minutes, 100% Man City. Oh, Jesus looked like he was going to get through, but well recovered from the centre back.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
No, I don't either. I think the highest I've ever seen was like when Barca played Celtic and had like 95% possession and still lost.
Do you think Leicester can keep this up? Or do you think something needs to change? Or do you think they can't just like soak up the pressure?
They can't just soak up the pressure like this. They need, like, I think in an ideal world, if they can break away and score, and like kind of up your tempo, so you have to attack more, and you can't just do the side to side thing. That's when they'll start to get more chances. But they've looked like they're not offering much really. I think the first 3 minutes they had the ball for the entire 3 minutes, and then since then they've barely touched the ball. So yeah, it's not looking good for them. As you say, it's not. Oh god! I thought it was a defensive mistake coming there, but he recovered well, and that's a great tackle. Not what he's complaining about. He's just been worked. City looking to break again with De Bruyne. No. Back we go. It's just like, it's so weird because City like look like they're about to just break out and rush forward, and then it's just stop and go back, reset. It's not what we want, basically, type of thing. Oh, is it Jose Perez pulled up there? Is it Perez? Oh, it was. No. Possibly. Someone looked like they pulled up there.
It's interesting as well with Man City as well. UEFA have confirmed that the game against Dortmund will be actually played at home for both legs and not in a neutral ground. Which is interesting. It wasn't the same when we were playing at neutral grounds. It was just a bit.
No, it's not got the same intensity. I think it was Yuri Tielemans that pulled up with that injury then, by the way. Number 8.
I just laughed with when UEFA announced that with us. They said Chelsea's games will. Oh, City are in. Oh, that's a chance.
Oh, that's unfortunate. He's not got enough.
After UEFA said City were obviously playing at home, they said Chelsea aren't allowed to play at home, so they've got to play Portugal. They've got to play Porto at neutral grounds.
Yeah.
So they've got to play in. They got to play in Spain.
Yeah.
And I was laughing because I was like, they wasn't allowed to play Atletico Madrid in Spain, but now they can play a quarter-final tie in Spain.
Do you think? Do you think with when it showed the replay of that, do you think Jesus would have been given off by an armpit?
I wouldn't have been surprised, to be honest with you.
Fernandinho's managed to hurt his face and his ankle in that challenge, all while fouling someone.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, Facebook kick. That is how you hurt your face and your ankle in one challenge, I suppose.
Swift right kick to the face. This is probably a dangerous position of Leicester. This is probably where they want to try and score it off like set pieces and stuff. So
I don't see them getting someone in behind with that higher line though. They'd have to pull off some sort of like wild set piece, like that's an easy claim for Ederson and City potentially on the break. I thought Mahrez was just going to stand still and he's kicked it out of play.
Oh my god.
So that prediction about him having a shit game, it's going well so far.
I've watched him too many times to...
Yeah, to think any different.
No. So he's good when he plays a team in the bottom half, but...
Leicester are going to end up playing themselves into trouble if they keep doing stuff like that.
No, they keep trying to pass it out, which is...
Nice.
I thought they'd be trying to play long balls over to like Vardy and stuff.
Yeah, they've not even...
They're trying to pass it out and stuff.
Yeah, they've not really got out at all, have they?
No.
I see what they're kind of trying to do. They're kind of trying to do that whole, like... imagine, if you will, the FIFA 1-2 tactic where you draw one player out, 1-2 past him, turn back, pass it, do it again. It seems like they're kind of going for that. I mean, maybe they played a lot of FIFA in the build-up or something, I don't know.
Again, no, they nearly got pinched. Pinched again now.
That'll be Johnny Evans at the back, look. I thought Mahrez's ball over to De Bruyne then was a decent ball. I think De Bruyne kind of gave up on it a bit early, because it kind of just dropped over his shoulder. It would have been difficult because Kasper Schmeichel was like right on him, but I thought he kind of just looked at it and was like, that's too high, and then it swerved round him and he's like, I've left it now.
I mean, half an hour gone now.
You'd have to say at least 90% possession and 70% possession. There we go, it's just come out.
70% possession, 2 shots. Leicester haven't had a shot at goal yet.
No. They've not even had a touch in the opposition box.
I mean, I saw, obviously, Leicester playing on the counter-attack and stuff. I didn't feel they'd be... I thought they would have had a few, especially half an hour in, like a few...
Like breakaways.
Breakaways and... At least a touch in the opposition box, anyway.
City, to be honest, City are defending them really well. They don't know what to do. Like, they're getting penned in this right-hand side, or, well, say the right-hand side, City's right-hand side, their left. They just see... City seems to shepherd them straight back over there.
Yeah.
Like, this is like one of the first times I've seen the ball go out to the City left. But even now, like...
Bad ball, that one.
Oh, that is a cracking effort. Jose Perez with the ball. Ah, that's a poor effort though. See what he's trying, but... Oh yeah, give him one of them easy fouls, just don't let him break.
Yellow card for... is it Ndidi?
I think it is Ndidi, yes.
When De Bruyne spun him, he was on his way on the counter-attack, and...
He wasn't letting that break happen, was he?
He basically done what Fernandinho usually does for us.
Yeah.
He just takes one for the team.
I was watching I was telling you the other day, I was watching the all or nothing Tottenham season, and Mourinho basically says to them, like, you're too nice, like, you need to be taking them little niggly fouls on the break to stop teams breaking against you. That's why we're conceding so much. And every time he'd say it, I was just like, he says this every week and nobody does it. Like, you see every time Spurs would, like, concede a goal, it would be a break would start and they'd be at a man disadvantage or something, and it's just like, where's that foul that you need, that little, like, ankle tap? Because you don't always get a yellow card for it. I think that one, he's got a yellow card for it just because it's a bit later into the game, but they'd be doing it like 5 minutes in and they're not making that challenge. Oh, that little gamble.
Fernandinho did it a lot for us when in our 100-point year.
Yeah.
He was massive, because when teams did try and like counter-attack us, he won't take people out, but he'd just do little like...
Yeah, it's just like
little ankle tap, or just a little like tug of like an arm, or...
Yeah, you just go...
It stopped the play.
Get too close and shoulder barge a bit harder than you're allowed to, type of thing. It's just those little, like, small battles where you stop them from breaking and kill the momentum.
Yeah. But if you get like little like fouls like that, sometimes you don't get booked because there's nothing much in it.
Yeah.
But it gives you your chance to then obviously reset and have your defence back. And
yeah.
It is quite crucial. But
starting to feel like Gareth Southgate for England is trying to beat Pep a little bit, because Pep somehow manages to have a team that can do this and attack constantly. Oh, chance in the box. Ooh. Bit of a scramble there, yeah, but Pep's in reality he's kind of playing like two defensive mids in Rodri and Fernandinho, yet he still manages to have this much attacking control of the pitch.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's what Southgate's trying to do unsuccessfully with England.
He tries to do the same, but he's just very, very boring the way he goes about it.
There's a lot of managers nowadays that I just don't understand the tactics. Like Solskjaer's another one where it's like he's trying to do this type of thing, but we just don't seem to have like that killer final ball to penetrate. So we just end up going across the pitch, back,
Yeah.
and so frustrating to watch at times.
That's what England do a lot. They do side to side and backwards like too much.
Yeah. I mean, look how deep Vardy's had to come just to try and get a touch of the ball.
Yeah.
He's on like his own 30-yard line at the moment. It's just domination by City. It's just no goal to show for it yet. I suppose that's the danger if they have a good 10 minutes in the second half and get a goal or two, it could put you in trouble.
Yeah, I think City have done it a lot this year where,
yeah,
although they've been like drawing, like in the next 10 minutes they can score like 3 goals and then the game's over and you just...
I suppose
you did against
Wolves was the one that shook me, because I was following the game and it was like 80th minute 0-0. I was like, fucking hell, City going to drop point to, and then I checked back at full time and it was 3-0. I was like, what happened?
Fulham was the same.
Yeah.
Like 0-0 at half time and then straight after half time we scored 3 goals in like 12 minutes or something like that, and then the game's obviously over.
Yeah, it's dead and buried at that point.
So be interested to see what Leicester do at half time if it obviously does go in at 0-0.
Yeah.
Keep it the same.
Because they just don't seem to have anything at the moment, do they?
No. We're on the counter attack here though.
Yeah. Let's see how this one goes. Inacho. No, that's a foul.
It's free kick.
Yeah.
He's got the wrong side of Laporte and
had to pull him down.
Tucked him down. I mean that's probably like the best piece of play they've done so far, isn't it?
I like the fact he fouls Laporte and he still manages to keep the ball away from him. Never in doubt.
There you go. Jamie Vardy's had the same amount of touches as Ederson.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that at all.
Vardy usually causes us a lot of problems as well with the way we play and stuff, so it's probably good to see from our point of view.
Yeah. So Leicester looking for another break now, but again, look at the pitch, it's like 9 versus 1 up there. Like, if you're going to counter-attack, at least put some men into the counter-attack, for God's sake.
That's another thing we've done well this year. When we have lost the ball, we do get people like back, and we do like win it back quickly. And
there you go, straight back to City. It was like I was looking at it and I see like Vardy running up, and I was like, oh, where's his support? And it was just like 9 City players running back there.
Yeah. Yeah, and Leicester give it away.
It's poor. They just haven't got a clue at the moment. Again, it's like I've kind of accepted the fact we're not winning the league, so I kind of want City to win because I want Leicester to lose. So
yeah, I mean we said on the podcast that City need like 4 more wins.
Yeah. 4 out of 8 or something like that, isn't it?
Yeah, to seal the title. So I mean, it'd have to be like a major collapse now if we didn't win the title now.
I can't even imagine a world in which that happens, to be honest with you. Like, I don't see a scenario that could occur, that I'd be like, oh, that might mean City will lose 4 games.
Yeah, I think like whenever we've had a lead, we haven't really let that go, like over the years. So
yeah, and what goes along with that as well is I don't see, like, even if you did lose 4 games, I don't see United winning all 8 of their last games. So
yeah, that's what I mean. United do have to, if they do want to pounce on us, they will have to win every game now from now until the end of the season. So
yeah, bit of a head of football going on at the moment. Aguero's got the ball out. Oh, he didn't seem to ask for the penalty at all though. So
no, I think that was a legit foul. Or legit tackle.
Legit foul, bro.
But again, Leicester give it away cheaply and City got the ball again.
Yeah, I can't imagine Leicester have spent any more than a cumulative total of a minute in your half. For all of their attacks on the ball in your half can't be any more than a minute, surely.
Yeah. Be interesting to see what they do now, because they've just won the ball back now. It's going out for a throw in, so it would be interesting to see how quickly they lose the ball, or if they try and hold on the ball for a little bit.
Yeah. Showed James Maddison on the bench.
They do miss him, to be fair, and Harvey Barnes. He's been good for Leicester as well.
He looks like he's going to go and have a warm up anyway.
Yeah, Leicester lost the ball again.
4, isn't it? It's not been the most exciting half of football though.
No, I'd say. I know we're talking about obviously Leicester keep losing the ball and stuff like that, but so you haven't really been that great either with the ball. So
it's been mostly just like retaining possession on it.
Yeah. Just biding our time. I know we've had obviously the disallowed goal and then the free kick hit the bar, but they are the only 2 real chances. Oh, that's a chance.
That's a touch. Oh, Mahrez has got to finish that lovely little flick. I didn't catch who it was with the flick, but that's got to be finished. That. And Rodri's just dancing around the edge of the box. Oh, De Bruyne with a decent effort from about 30 yards. You would have to say.
Mahrez got to score for me.
Yeah, Mahrez has got to score. Who was that with the flick originally? I'm just going to show it.
Might show it. No.
Nah, it's trying to give De Bruyne a chance. Got some whip on that as well.
Jesus, it was.
It's a lovely little back here.
He's got to score there.
Oh, he's got to put that in the corner. He's hit that the one place the keeper can save that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's poor. He's got a really bad connection with that. Yeah, so there you go. City probably should be 1-0 up there. And I feel like every minute that goes by where you let them stay in this game, they become more dangerous.
Yeah.
5 attempts to none, even. That's the first time City have hit a target, apparently. I guess you don't count the thingy, do you? The disallowed goal.
No, and obviously we've hit the bar off the free kick, which is counted as offside as well, isn't it? So
it's weird that how it used to be on target, but now it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, it does. I guess it does make sense because you're not aiming to hit the post, are you? Really, you're aiming to put it in the goal.
It's weird though because if you win 1-0, you can win off by having no shots on target. If you obviously hit the post,
off the post, yeah,
goes in, it's off target.
That's what I was just about to say. Like, if it was to then deflect off the post into the goal, would it be considered a shot on target?
Yeah, it'd still be off target, which is weird.
Yeah. I wonder if we'll ever see that, like a game finish where like no shots on target, but like more than one goal.
Oh, it's a chance again.
Sit in the box, Jesus. Trying for that far corner, just too high.
He done well to get them to turn back in and square up the defender. But
yeah.
That's why for me he'll never be the number one striker, because I'm just never confident when he's on goal or when he takes a shot at goal that he's going to score.
Yeah, it's a good effort that, but it's a good yard or two over, to be fair. Leicester just running out of ideas here.
Yeah, they've actually just punted it up and then
straight out
just basically just give City the ball. Yeah. I mean, they definitely can't carry on like that, because
you will score eventually.
Yeah, we will score if they're going to keep on doing that. I haven't checked the bench. I don't know who's on the bench. I haven't really.
Yeah, I missed it all because of trying to sort all that out at the start.
Let's have a look at half time. So it's 44 minutes have gone now, so
yeah,
can't see there being many minutes added on either. So
no, there's not really been any stoppages, has there?
No, they'll probably give it like a minute or something.
Yeah, obligatory minute. I mean, it's not very often you see no added minutes, is there? Like, I don't know if I've ever seen that, to be honest.
So you're hunting the ball down well when they're losing it.
Yeah, it's. I thought
there we go.
Go
there's your minute added on.
Alright. I mean, it'd be cruel if Leicester were to steal one now. Absolutely undeserved that they did. Doesn't look like they will, because they just run backwards constantly. If I'm Man City, I'm letting Johnny Evans run with that all day.
With that, they're just punting it up so Jamie Vardy can win a header.
Yeah.
They need to get it in behind so we can run onto it.
That's what I mean. Like, the header shouldn't be him. It should be like Iheanacho flicking a header onto him.
He's on here.
Oh, is he onside though? I thought he was off. He's put it in. I think he's offside. The referee.
Flag's gone up.
The flag's gone up. I thought he was a good yard or two offside. I think his reaction tells you that he knows he's offside as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. He's 2 yards off. I don't think Ederson would commit as easy as that though, unless he kind of knew he was offside.
No. Half-time whistle's gone, so it is 0-0. That's 2 disallowed goals, really.
I suppose, but at the same time, you know, it was that one was offside. You can't really call it thingy, can you? Can't really call it a disallowed goal.
Yeah.
I know in the way that they play it now, obviously he has the linesman lets him finish the goal and then flags, but I'd call yours a disallowed, even though in theory your one was disallowed for offside as well, but it was more of like an interference type of thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see, like, would he have saved it if Aguero wasn't there?
I don't think he would have.
Faced, didn't he? So, yeah, it's just been. Leicester haven't really offered much, have they?
No. They're a bit poor. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, long day of work. Yeah, I feel like they've been pretty poor. They've not created anything, so I don't think they pose much of a threat to City, to be honest.
Do you think they change it, or
it's like what
do you think they'll be happy with how it's going now?
I mean, I think they'll be happy with the results so far, but I don't think they'll be happy with the performance.
Yeah, I mean, they'd probably take a point, wouldn't they?
You'd have to, wouldn't you, at this point?
I'm just going to have a quick look at the bench, because I didn't really
I'm gonna let you read that bench quickly. I'm gonna make a drink. Ah.
Let's have a look. Torres, Stone, Sterling, Silva, Gundogan, Foden, Arsenal, Cancelo. So there's a lot of firepower who can take a good bench. Just a look at. Leicester's Chowdhury, Daly Campbell, Maddison, Mendy, Pereira, Pratt. I'm not going to pronounce his name.
Other player.
Thompson. I mean, if you can pronounce that name, I will give you a pat on the back.
I don't even know what the name is.
SUENGCHITTHAWN.
Yeah, him, yeah. Massive fan of his football and stuff.
So, yeah, he's on the bench. Yeah, well, it's just when you were gone, I was just reading the City bench. We do have a lot of firepower that can come off the bench. So there's Ferran Torres, John Stones, Raheem Sterling, Bernardo Silva, Ilkay Gundogan, Phil Foden, Cancelo, and Nathan Ake.
If I had to pronounce that name, I'd say Sweng Chithorn. Or Sweng Chitter 1.
I'm just going to go with that player.
Yeah, it's number 64.
We'll see if he comes off the bench.
Yeah.
So they pronounce it?
Might hear the commentators pronounce it.
No. I mean, we have to look at Chelsea game. Obviously, they lost at home 5-2. The other game so far to play is Leeds. Leeds beat Sheffield United 2-1. I wonder
if they're mathematically gone yet.
Yeah, I was going to say, but they're not.
I don't think they are, yeah. And they're not. They can't be far off it though.
No, they're 14 points behind Newcastle with 8 games left, so stand a chance they'd have to win all 8 games.
Yeah, and teams above them would have to lose.
Yeah. West Brom was 7 points behind Newcastle. Newcastle played a game less. Again, I think they've left it too late. I still feel as if Newcastle will go down.
Yeah, it's going to be between them and Brighton, I feel like. I'll burn the overs above them.
Newcastle play Tottenham tomorrow.
That's a tough game.
Obviously, Brighton have got United.
Yeah.
So, Fulham are away to Aston Villa. So, Fulham have probably got the favourable game. So,
what a stat that is.
Out of the relegation.
Expected goals. Surely every team expects to score goals. Like, what? How is that a stat?
Every shot.
Yeah. Also, what's going on with Micah Richards' hair here? Like, why is his fade like come in here? It's suspect, and I don't like it.
I like watching Micah Richards under a game.
He's funny, like, I just don't know what that haircut's about. It looks like he's had some sort of hair added to his hair. It just looks weird.
Showing City's chances, and
I think it's mostly showing De Bruyne. Like he's had.
Well, I think he's been involved in everything so far, hasn't he? So
yeah, that wasn't a free kick though, as much as he's played well. That one wasn't far off at all. I feel like Schmeichel probably had it covered.
I was just having a little think then when Pep was saying, we're not going to be spending over 100 million, which you're probably looking at if you're going to be signing Haaland or Kane or something like that.
Yeah.
I know there's a man who you wouldn't have to pay a penny for, really.
Who's that? Ronaldo or Messi?
Messi. You wouldn't have to pay a penny for him.
Yeah, it's a lot of wages though, isn't it?
I mean, the way you got to look at it though is you think if we were going to buy him, how much is would he have cost?
Yeah, you looking.
And that's basically like maybe the wages you pay him.
Yeah.
No, she's not really losing too much. But we do kind of have like a wage structure then. Like I think De Bruyne's only on like, I think someone said 275 grand a week, and he's our highest earner, I think. So
yeah, you would.
I think Messi at Barca earns about 600 grand a week. So
it's definitely up there.
So I read it somewhere. Like I think they said if you take like in consideration his incentives and his weekly wage and his sponsorships and all that, he's raking in well over like £1 million a week.
It's fucking crazy to earn that much money, isn't it? Like, let me earn that for fucking 1 week and I'll probably be set for life, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's madness. But I do remember reading like with sponsorships and shit like that, Ronaldo rakes in like fucking 300 and something million a year as well, so.
So I mean, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Well, I suppose when you're that good.
It's true. I suppose if I was that good at anything, then someone might pay me 300 million a year to do it, but sadly all I'm good at is not being good at things, and they don't pay you for that. Top tier FIFA streams, that's what we're good at.
Just top tier streams.
In general, yeah.
Just everything in general. But yeah, I mean, is it, what time is it now? Second I should start shortly, but he's not going to make any changes, but I'd be tempted to make a change if I was Ben.
Mahrez for Sterling or something.
Yeah, maybe even bring on like Gundogan.
Yeah.
He's been on fire this year, so he's scored. I think he's our top goal scorer.
He has been banging them in, to be fair. I don't know what's going on with that one, but
I don't know. He just when Kevin De Bruyne got injured, like the first time a few weeks ago, he just
stepped up, right?
Yeah, he just looked at himself like in the mirror and was like, "Your time is now.
You can score goals."
I think he just started scoring like literally every game, and I was like, I think it was. Might have been Kyle. I was like speaking to someone. I was like, "That man needs drug testing." He's just turned into fucking
prime Ronaldo, basically scoring goals.
Fucking just unreal, man.
Yeah, I do remember, like, I'd check the City score like every week and he'd just be on the score sheet and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? When did fucking defensive-minded Gundogan just start banging goals in for fun?
Well, I've quick look here now, because I wonder what his highest goal scoring season is. Like, minus this year, obviously, this is probably it. Well, that's just ridiculous. Like, he's got 12 goals in the league, just like in the league.
Yeah.
His previous best was for Man City, which was 6.
No.
But then, like,
we've still got 8 games left.
Yeah, and like his previous best before that was 4.
I've never seen him as a goal threat, to be honest.
No, and I'd say probably most of them goals were probably from the penalty spot as well.
Probably, yeah.
So, but this year he's just, I don't know. I'd say as soon as De Bruyne got injured, he was like,
hold my beer. Suppose he's trying to cement his place in the team, like.
You see, he got the goal for Germany as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, he scored for the 3 games that Germany had. He scored in 2 of those games. So he's like
couldn't quite help them beat Northern Macedonia though.
I'd refuse to speak about that because they were on my bet. Which I wasn't very happy about. But
This is
that must slide.
This is why I don't bet anymore. It just happens all the time. Like, someone's gonna let you down. It's like the rules. Like, back when I worked in Betfred, I couldn't count the amount of times on a weekend. Like, because like it was tradition on a Saturday for me and Elliot to put like a $5's worth of bets on. You know, do like a well, whatever the William Hill equivalent of like goals galore, no draw, goals galore, extra and stuff like that. We'd do all of them. The amount of times where we'd both be sat there needing like 1 goal, 2 goals, and it just never comes.
Yeah.
And the worst one I ever had is I accidentally did Leeds in the early kickoff and didn't realise, and when I didn't see it, I presumed it was the next day, so I ticked all the rest off. I did 30 teams in it, over 1.5 goals, and I had 29 ticked off, and I'm waiting for the Leeds game, and I looked at the fixtures the next day to see what time it was, and it wasn't there, and I was like, what's going on here? And then I checked that it was the early kickoff, and they won, but they won 1-0.
Yeah.
Devastated.
I remember the highest ever football bet of one was like 900 quid.
Yeah.
And I was in work, and I wasn't gonna have like a bet, but the lad that I was working with was like, we was on like the same break, and he was on his phone. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have a bet on the Europa League."
Yeah.
And I was sat there and I thought,
might as well.
Yeah, and I was like, might as well do it. And I did like what's it called now? Like a both teams to score and win.
Yeah. Like it's GG Extra with Betfred. I don't know what it's called. Whatever you.
They all call it different, don't they? I think like some call it like Match Rush and stuff like that, and fucking.
I think it's literally called both score and win for William Hill. I think it's just gone basic.
But yeah, I put one of them on, and it was the quarter-final, so I think there was 4 games on. Forgot to put a bet on, and then I went to make a bet the next day, and I literally like in like the corner it said 900 quid, and I was like, fuck off. And I checked in, like they all come in, but I got paid the next day as well.
Yeah.
So then I had like 900 quid on there, and I never got paid, and I was like, thought I was rich.
I'd say, actually, I've just remembered another one that was quite devastating, was the one that I did when we were in Poland, and that Pepe goal got disallowed in the last minute.
Yeah.
Oh god, that killed me.
You know the amount of times a team's let me down for like 89th minute or 90th minute where they like conceded or something like that.
I remember, who was it, in the Turkish league? It was one of them, like the, like Transibor or one of them type of teams.
Yeah.
3-0 up in the 87th minute, and I'm like, well, happy days, they've won. And they went on to draw 3-3. I remember there was like a meme going round of some guy watching it in Turkey, and the third goal goes in, and he just like punches his TV and then power bombs it on the floor, and everyone's just sat there like, shit.
I think the closest bet I've had is like winning big was like thousands. And I did like a match result one, like I did with the £900 one, but I did it for the Champions League, and I literally did every game. And I think City went at home against someone like shit, like Belgrade or something like that, conceded and won. Madrid played like Galatasaray, conceded and won.
Yeah.
And then I put United to beat Leverkusen in Germany, and United won and won 5-0. And I was like, I was fucking devastated. I'm sure Johnny Evans cleared one off the line as well. I was fucking fuming. I'm sure that was for about 5 or 6 grand though.
Yeah, I've had a couple where I've been like, I think the biggest one I've been close to was like 8,000, and that was one team.
It's fucking devastating, man.
It is. It ruined me. Oh no, sorry. When I was 16 and I shouldn't have been betting, me and Dave used to go to the bookies, at Queen's Ave.
Yeah.
And we'd literally just do a pound acca, but we'd do like, most weeks it's like 20 plus teams.
Yeah.
So I think I had a 27 team acca for 24,000, and I'd gone down to Towan to my nan's, and Dave's nan lived in Towan as well, and we sat in Dave's nan's, and I was like, oh, pull the old score centre up on Sky Sports, where you used to be able to pull it up, and it was like all the live scores and shit. So I'm just like, oh, check this game. We're going through, and it's like, oh, they're 4-0 up, they're 3-0 up, and I was like, Jesus Christ, this is doing well. And then it came down to like I had one team drawing at 1-1, and then Leeds 2-0 up in the 87th minute, and so in the 89th minute Leeds conceded, and I was like, they're 2-1 up, that's fine. It's the 1-1 game I care about. So I'm watching that score, and then they scored in the 93rd minute, the team that I need to win. I was like, oh my god, like I'm gonna win. Like Leeds are winning. And then Leeds scored again, so it was 3-1 in the 91st minute, and I'm like, I'm sat there looking at holidays and shit. I've won 24 grand, and flicked back off the holiday page, and I just saw Leeds 3, opposition 3. I was like, what? Like, what the fuck has happened? And they've managed to concede in the 92nd and the 94th minute. Killed me bet. I was devastated.
It's devastating, like.
Yeah, I never got over that for a long time, to be honest. For a long time I didn't back Leeds, and then obviously when Leeds let me down on that over 1.5 goals one, that was for like 3 grand. I was just like, that's it, Leeds don't get picked in my bet anymore, they're not allowed. Ooh. Oh, I thought you were in there.
Yeah. Just going back to the game, I mean, there's been no changes at half time.
No. It doesn't seem to be much of a change in the way the game's being played either.
No. So you had a half a chance.
Yeah, again, a fully match sharp Aguero maybe takes that in his stride and bags that, but here's Leicester on the attack now. Tielemans with the shots, well gathered by Ederson. That's
the first time we've seen Leicester just pounce and get forward, really.
Hit the target as well.
Yeah.
It's a weak shot though, isn't it? I think he's having flashbacks to the FA Cup against United. I think he's bagging that one. Tielemans was always one of them players that he'd signed on FIFA.
Yeah. One of them wonder kids.
Yeah. Or on Champ Manager, So it's so weird when you see one of them actually like sign with a team. It's like when everyone was giving trials to Freddie Adu back in the day. Someone's gone to him and they shit on Footy Manager, and they've gone, yeah, go on, we'll give him a trial, see if he's any good. Because I suppose if it comes off and he is actually as good as like he happens to be on chance for City there, but poor cross in the end. If he does end up being as good as he is on Footy Manager, then you look like a genius. You've just signed the next Pele for nothing.
I need to go and get my laptop charger for this, guys.
Alright, bud.
2 seconds.
City might have a free kick in a dangerous area here. Ah! You fucking strip light to the show. Although City don't seem to be crowding the box, they're just gonna... Oh no, here we go, they're going forward now. It looked like they were gonna just play it short. De Bruyne with the ball in. Oh! Makes it all the way to the back post. A couple of people close to converting. Where's the winky face gone? I'm not trying to send a winky face. He was close to being on the end of that. Fernandinho missed the header. Oh, it just hits Rodri at the back post. Oh, my stream just went into potato mode. I'm aware my internet connection is unstable. Stop telling me. City playing it around the back now. Ooh, caught in possession though. Iheanacho in a 2v1. Oh, it's a good touch that as well. Like a big chance for Leicester. Oh, it looks like a good tackle. Tielemans had a decent opportunity there. Ruben Diaz with the recovery. Oh, it's a great recovery from Diaz, to be honest. Big chance for Leicester.
Missed anything?
Yeah, almost a really good chance from Leicester there. Fernandinho lost the ball at halfway. Iheanacho took it up the pitch, slid in Tielemans, and great recovery from Diaz, to be honest. And the corner is headed away with ease, and City could break here. Oh, good recovery from Leicester there. It looks like Leicester have kind of learnt from... Oh, Vardy could be... Oh, it's tangled in his feet. But it looks like Leicester have kind of learnt from City in the first half with the closing down, and seem to be closing down as a unit now.
Not been no subs or anything, has there?
No. Literally just that chance, really. There wasn't anything else happening. It was like they playing around in midfield and Fernandinho got caught by Vardy, and that's how that break started, basically.
Sounds.
Good bowling from Walker, cleared out by Johnny Evans. All the way back to the keeper. There you go, Ederson's probably had more touches than Vardy now. Game's just stalled a bit here. It's like there's a lot of this just messing about in your own half. I forgot to set the half time thing up. It is not half time anymore. The ball hasn't left City's half the last 2 minutes.
Good ball by Diaz.
That's a great ball. Is there anyone in there for him though? No. Gathered at the front post by Schmeichel. Pep's looking shiny today, isn't he? The Altscon was shining a bit there. Is that a polish?
No.
He's got one bowling ball cleaners just whack it in there like. Jesus Christ, I've got to ask this man his secrets. How do I make mine shine like that? Let's see if Leicester will give the ball away super easy like in the first half. But ref, he's what, about 5 yards on the line with that? Yeah. Oh my god. Can City capitalise though? Oh god.
That's the free kick. Again though, that was very sloppy by Leicester.
Yeah, that's like it. He looks like he's injured. That fourth foul. I'm not sure if you caught the under 21s Euros thing the other day. England.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
It was a bit of a devastating one, wasn't it? Like 93rd minute goal or something to knock them out, even though they won the game.
Lucky the managers though.
I suppose.
Shine.
Such a weird.
We actually said after the game, it's not my job to win tournaments. I was like, yeah, it kind of is.
Literally is your job.
Like that's the only job you have.
Yeah, it's like, no, I'm getting the stars of tomorrow ready. Chance for City, ball in, back post Aguero, well defended. Or did he just volley that wide?
I think it was just wide.
Oh yeah, he's just caught it poorly again. I'm at sharp, Aguero. He's burying that.
I don't think it's actually a corner.
I thought it deflected.
Yeah, it was a corner.
There you go. Even still, it didn't look like it was on target. Ball in. Good clearance from Johnny Evans again. Oh, no, okay. As I say, back in by De Bruyne, but straight behind. I did see you winding up the United fans on Facebook, as you like to do, when someone was suggesting that United possibly go for Aguero. I think that would be such a bad decision, but like you said, at the moment, United buying players past their prime, wouldn't put it past them.
You know me, that's how I treat Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Just a platform to wind people up.
It's Niall's fun playground.
It is literally my playground. That Twitter, you name it.
You name it, I'm trolling.
Sometimes I just can't help myself.
I don't blame you.
Sometimes it's just too easy. You gotta keep yourself entertained when you're at home, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. They do make it a little bit easy sometimes, though. They come up with some fucking stupid stuff on there.
Oh, wow.
Why does the stream keep going into potato quality?
Yeah. Just knocking the ball around.
Apparently my internet is unstable, and therefore I get about 3 pixels. City with a chance. You can't tell if it's gone in though.
Oh, Bendy!
Oh, he's buried it. For some reason, the sound quality's also gone, as well as the picture quality. But yeah, great finish.
Well, the man that was a surprise starter has
I think even Pep's quite shocked by that one.
On his right foot as well. It was
Let me double check if that pulled my headphones out because it's gone all quiet. I think my internet's just struggling currently, but look at this. Boom! Bottom corner. Mendy.
It's a great finish there, like.
Yeah.
To be fair to him.
He's done the Gaz Mullen fake shot as well. Love it. Ooh. Great finish. 1-0 City. Let's update the scoreboard. Boom.
Yeah. And that is his
first ever. Oh no, second this season. So 60 minutes to break the deadlock. Now, do we see like another couple of goals in the next few minutes?
Well, Leicester have got to come out, haven't they now? So to maybe try and get something.
Give the ball away super easy again as well. Ooh, that could have been dangerous.
I've been surprised about how bad Leicester have been, to be honest with you.
I know, yeah. If the Leicester that played against United in the FA Cup had showed up, I think it'd have been a good game.
Yeah. It's been quite one-sided, to be fair.
Yeah. Fucking shit. Why the team show up for United and not for City? And then United fucking only show up against City apparently this time.
I think when a team's top of the league, they have teams that they don't really attack them as much as what they would if they were second or third or.
It's so weird though, because you'd have thought top of the league is something to prove. Like, you beat top of the league, you've beaten the current best team in the country, like, or at least in your league, I suppose. Like, for this one, it's the best team in the country, but I suppose if you're in the championship and stuff like that.
Especially because Chelsea lost as well now before. If you just thought maybe they'd put in
Yeah, try and put in a shift and get. I mean, obviously, for me, ideal result really, because it means Leicester losing. Obviously, if we can win on Sunday, puts that little gap. But for Leicester, sure, it looks like there's a Man City sub getting preferred there as well. Maybe. I nearly said Aljamain Sterling and Raheem Sterling. But yeah, you'd have thought.
So that's where he's gone.
Exactly. You'd have thought, a chance to put that little buffer between third or between fourth and yourself, you'd be well up for this game.
Yeah.
I mean, they've not given up by any measure, but they've been poor. Who do you think comes off for young Sterling?
It's like Aguero. It's Sergio Aguero.
It's weird with Sterling because nowadays you don't even really remember the fact that he ever played for Liverpool.
I know, yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
He's like a Man City mainstay now. I never my mind never goes to oh, he used to play for Liverpool.
It's actually funny you said that because I flipped through Sky the other day, when there's Premier League years on.
Yeah.
And it was when he was playing for Liverpool, and it just looked dead weird.
It's so strange, isn't it? It's mad how quickly though he's become you associate him with City instead of Liverpool.
Yeah.
There's probably, I imagine there's probably other players in the Prem that started off at another club and now play somewhere else, and you wouldn't even really barely think of them playing there. I suppose a Mo Salah now, you don't really establish the fact that he was at Chelsea or De Bruyne. You don't establish he was at Chelsea at one point. I wonder how many players in the Prem there are that are like that now. You would only associate him with their current club and not the fact they've played for other clubs.
Same with Rooney, wasn't it? He was.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
He's Man United, didn't he? No, you don't really. I know he went back to Everton and whatnot, but.
Yeah, he's always going to be associated with United.
Yeah. Ooh, that was risky.
Yeah, which is weird as well because there's players like Phil Neville where it's the other way around for me. I sometimes forgot Phil Neville ever played for United, and just instantly associate him with Everton.
As soon as you say Neville, you just automatically think Gary, don't you?
Yeah, I suppose that's the sad thing for him, really. Always in his brother's shadow. Well, I know weirdly enough, Phil Neville was I remember Flintoff talking about it, Phil Neville was a really good cricketer as a kid and he could have gone into cricket instead. But he chose football because it's where the spondoolies are at, isn't it?
I reckon, yeah, definitely would have got paid more playing football.
Yeah. I saw
was Gary good at cricket?
I don't think so. Not to the point where he could have played professionally anyway. I don't believe. I've always thought it'd be interesting to see Phil Neville play cricket now in a charity match or something, just to see if he's still any good.
I always think cricket you've got to be you got to play it
yeah, to stay with it
consistently to stay with it. I remember that time when we used to play all the time, and then we went up to Wales. I just lost all my bowling ability.
Yeah,
I was just throwing it at people.
People fuck, take cover,
literally full toss after full toss after full toss.
It is a weird one. Obviously, I've not played cricket now for well over a year since the whole getting ill on tour and stuff like that. I've not played since then, so it's a weird one for me. I'm desperate to get back in the nets or something, or just get back to doing a bit of bowling just to get me in shape more than anything. But it's finding somewhere to do it really in these times currently. Plus, I don't want to just go and train with the uni cricket team because I know they're all going to be shit hot, and I'm just there I'm just doing this to get fit again. But I suppose that's an option when it all opens back up again.
I'll see why not.
Yeah. I don't know, I'll have to cycle down to Widnes and come and net with you guys once a week. But then obviously I need to get a bite first. City with the ball. Again. Oh. Still need to get my cricket stuff back as well, actually.
Just wondering now from like Leicester's point of view whether they do go for it, and then obviously they're going to be leaving gaps for like Sterling, who's just come off the bench, so he's going to be full of pace to get getting behind and maybe sinking 2-0 or something.
It could definitely happen. I feel like at the moment they're still of the mindset like they can nick a goal late and get a draw out of this, which I think is definitely the wrong way to go. But looks like he's preparing James Maddison to come on. So he'd nick the ball again. That's a good tackle.
Yeah, Nacho's done well there.
But still, like, they've got the ball and they've still got like 6 men behind the ball. They're not going anywhere, are they? Johnny Evans is trying
Doesn't look like it, does it?
Play the PLO role by the looks of it. You've got 3 people over that side, you've wasted that ball. That is pathetic. Just not.
Wonder how much a Man City 1-0 Mendy to score odds would have been.
Got to be 125 to 1 with 1-0 and Mendy. I'd have to imagine my limited experience as a bookmaker. I'm thinking that's going to
be cracking odds like.
So if it's between 80 and 125 to 1, I'm reckoning, because City to win 1-0, it wouldn't have been industry standard. It'd have been less fees to win 1-0. Although I guess you have kind of done that quite a bit this season, where you kind of just coast and win 1-0 comfortably. But I think you'd have got decent odds on a Mendy first scorer.
Yeah, and he's only ever scored 1 goal before today as well.
Yeah.
So
I think traditionally you like your defence is like 25 to 1 to score. Yeah, and then it just depends what the 1-0 was at. Leicester just don't seem to have any options, do they?
No, they need to change it up somehow. I thought they would have made a change by now anyway, but
he was ready in James Maddison a second ago, but whether he makes another change as well.
I just thought it would have been slight. I mean, we're like the 70th minute now.
Yeah.
I thought the change would have come before now.
I honestly thought it would have come with the goal on 60 minutes.
Yeah.
Did Jesus just throw the ball away from Mahrez?
You still going with your Arsenal pick over Liverpool after this game?
I think so, yeah. I just reckon like if we get the same 2 forms from like before the international break and the forms of this season, I suppose, even though Arsenal have been terribly inconsistent, they've been more consistent than Liverpool have. That looked like a handball.
So I'm still going with me score draw.
Yeah, I like to say, I think it's entirely possible. I just like I'm not sitting on the fence. Basically, I've gone bold. Yeah. And I've picked one of them. But I think the draw's a massive possibility. 2 subs coming on for Leicester here, so it looks like Mark Albrighton's going off for one of them. Yeah, Albrighton for Ricardo
Pereira.
Yeah, and then who's coming off for James Maddison? Iheanacho.
Yeah. Off for Maddison.
See how that goes.
It's an attacking change anyway.
Yeah. I mean,
Pereira's more attacking right back anyway.
They definitely needed that change. Like, they definitely needed something to change here. I mean, they've got to get the ball off you first, which is the worst part. I thought it was going to be a fucking wonder ball though from Ederson. As it stands, Leicester with the ball. Oh,
he's done well there.
Has he just run Kyle Walker? And nearly killed a man. Yeah, like Kyle Walker tapped him and was like, yeah, good try, mate. Gotta wake up pretty early to run past Mason.
I always feel as if he wasn't as fast as he is now as he was at Spurs.
Yeah, I just don't think it was utilised as much at Spurs. I think that was the problem. He's always been quick, but he didn't really utilise his pace at Spurs that much. Like, he kind of stayed in the traditional right-back type of scene.
Yeah.
Is he booking him for wasting time?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Ederson is amused. You're a bit of an English Ederson with the old neck tat and stuff.
I always forget he's still like quite young, isn't he?
Yeah. I think we tend to when they come into the league at like 18 or 19. You always kind of forget how young they are, especially when the City clean through here. Sterling has stopped. What the fuck is he doing?
Oh, get him.
There you go. Sterling decided he didn't want to score and that Jesus should score instead.
What a ball that is by De Bruyne.
Yeah, I genuinely thought they were going to fuck that up when Sterling stopped then, to be honest. But yeah, beautiful ball. Is he asking for an inhaler or something?
Look at that. One touch, two touch, three touch, boom. Straight through.
It's a lovely ball. Good run as well. Yeah, I thought that was where I was like, oh, that's doomed. But that Castagna is unlucky to not block that on the line, to be honest. It's a cracking ball from De Bruyne. Or sits two of them down with it. And you'd have to imagine that's game over now. 2-0.
Yeah, I'd say that was game.
They've not looked like scoring at any point in this game, so to imagine them scoring 2 or 3 now is out of the question for me. Jesus Christ, they lost the... Oh, yeah, they have lost the ball again.
Just going to have a quick look at the table while I'm here now.
Pep's about to throw that Ferran Torres, is it?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, he's having a bath before he goes on, what the fuck?
I don't know.
What's all this about?
He's dancing his arms and water.
Does he think he's fucking Adama Traore and people are going to try and hold him back?
This would currently put City 17 points clear.
Would that be 2 games down for United?
That's 2 games down for United, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again, they're not going to lose it, so... There's no way City lose, 3 games at this point, would it be? Mahrez with the ball in. Oh! Okay. Good recovery. Bit of headed ping pong, and it's back with Leicester.
Yeah, I think if City win this, I think it's 3 more wins needed.
crazy.
And this was one of the tougher games that we've got left. So.
I don't know who that was on the left end, but he's been playing Volta with that pass.
Who is next for City?
Leicester have scored 18 goals in the final 15 minutes of games. They have rescued a few games from like bad situations, but I feel like them games were games where they actually had chances at goal.
Yeah, so we've got. I'm just going to minus obviously the Champions League, Carabao Cup, FA Cup. So we've got Leeds United at home in our next game.
That should be a win.
Well, next league game.
Yeah.
The league game after that is Aston Villa away.
Should be a win.
Next league game after that is Crystal Palace away.
He's caught on the ball. So you could be in. 3-0. Oh, he's put it wide.
I hate to say I told you so. You know what I mean?
Oh, that should have been done. Finito 3-0, but so I tell you what, Thingy's done really well though. Gabriel Jesus battle for that, hasn't
he? Yeah. So after Palace we've got Chelsea, which the league could be wrapped up by then. So
yeah. I fully suspect it to be at that point. That'll probably be Maris' last involvement. Aquaman's coming on. I wonder if that's what it was. He's got gills or something. He needs to get some water in there so he can stay on land for that long. It's the only explanation I can see. I don't understand what he was doing.
He literally doused his face and then went to his arms, back to his face and then back to his arms. I mean,
never seen the likes. The only other thing I can think of is he was having a nap on the bench when he got cold or something. He's just trying to wake himself up a bit. Oh, it's a poor touch that from Perez. Okay, now De Bruyne knew absolutely nothing about that. Then it went up in the air and just bounced off his head.
Water didn't help you then, did it?
No. He's thinking to himself now, if I'd have had a 2 litre, I'd have been alright. You'd have to think, if Leicester can grab one now, could make for a bit of an interesting ending.
I don't see him scoring, like, do you?
No. Look at like how high a line City hold there. Johnny Evans, goal bound. Not even challenging. Nah, the only team I can see scoring now is City again, to be honest. You'd have to say it's been a pretty easy game for City.
Yeah, it's not really adds anything to worry about, really, have they?
It's a good tackle from De Bruyne, that. Every time they just look like they're going to start building, they just get swarmed by City players. It's no chance. There goes Sterling. Oh, good interception. Vardy just doesn't even look interested in running behind at this point.
He's had absolutely nothing, has he?
No.
Absolutely nothing to feed on.
It's the way you beat Leicester, I suppose. You starve Vardy of the ball. It's like Leicester are trying to build something here, but it's just not happening, is it? Every time they get to an avenue where the pass should go forward, there's a City player in the way and it has to go back.
Teams are out for the Arsenal-Liverpool game.
What's it looking like?
So Arsenal, it's Leno, Chambers,
Wait,
Holding,
Fernandinho's
Gabriel,
just been sent
Tierney.
off. Isn't that Fernandinho's second yellow card? Pretty sure he got booked in the first half.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was Ndidi that got booked in the first half, not Fernandinho. It's because we were discussing that's what Fernandinho does for City. I was like, I was so confused there.
So that's Arsenal's keeper, defence, midfield. It's Thomas Partey and Dan Ceballos. Then we've got Pepe, Odegaard, Aubameyang and Lacazette. Liverpool have got Alisson in goal, and Robertson, Kabak, Phillips, Alexander-Arnold. Ooh, chance for Leicester there, but midfield it's Milner, Fabinho, and Thiago Alcantara, and then the usual front three of Mane, Firmino, and Salah.
Yeah, I mean, strong lineups, I suppose, but I still rather have Arsenal's lineup on current form. Shot from James Maddison. Isn't it the target? Not challenging the keeper. You can see what he's trying, but you know, you're gonna have to hit that pretty damn hard to beat the keeper from there. Ndidi off.
Just for a little cool fact is Liverpool are now out of the title race.
They literally can't win. There you go. So no matter what, they will not be champions. They are no longer champions.
No longer champions.
Although you know what Liverpool fans will say. Well, it's ours until someone else wins it. Some shit like that anyway.
I mean, they'll definitely try and keep hold of it, but
yeah,
we all know the truth.
I'm surprised there's not Liverpool fans that are calling for the season to be called off, even though last season they're like, you can't call the season off, like, that's totally unfair. City are just toying with them now,
yeah. Just making them chase the ball now, aren't they?
Yeah, I feel bad for number 14. He's 3 times he's done that, where he's passed it back to Edison and pointing for the ball back, and Edison's just gone, I think we'll go a different route with this one, mate. Ooh. Mendy nearly got in again now. He's also currently on the pitch, you've got a Mendy each. They've got a Mendy, you've got a Mendy.
Hey, what, Maddison's had a few kicks since he's come on.
I know, yeah. Has he upset someone or something? Someone doesn't like him anyway. Maybe Pep's not a big fan. Oh, that was a nasty one as well. Stood on his foot as he chomped him. Some would think they don't want him in the England squad or something.
I can't believe how bad Leicester have been, man.
Yeah, they've been terrible. Yet again, the curse of the fucking watch along though. The game's been quite crap as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
it's a good turn.
The Arsenal Liverpool game will probably be a blinder now.
It would probably be like 5-5 or something. Maddison, no, that's poor. There's a chance for them to pull one back then. Maybe make the end of this game a bit more interesting, but good work from Perez.
I think we should have done better, to be honest with you.
He absolutely should have. Oh, he's kicked it into the floor, hasn't he? Absolutely flattened it. I mean, it happened the other week where we were just like, oh yeah, the Arsenal game will be terrible, and it was like 3-3.
We done it with like the West Ham United game, didn't we? It was like, oh,
yeah,
you know, West Ham have been playing really well this year, and I reckon they'll go there and attack United. It's literally the complete opposite.
They couldn't have sat back more if they'd tried. De Bruyne is not happy with not getting a foul there. To be fair, he was trying a bit of shithousery, though, just trying to do skills and waste time, so you often think they maybe deserve a bit of a kick there.
So, 4 minutes. I can't see there being much added time again.
No, there's not many stops.
Not many stoppages. There's been not even a handful of subs, really.
Yeah, total 3 or 4. Might get 2 minutes for the 4 subs, to be honest. What the fuck has gone on there? Oh, you're getting sent off or something. Has De Bruyne thrown a dive in there now? Oh,
I mean, it's an overreaction.
Yeah.
That's a red card, though, that, for me.
Does he touch his face? Oh, God. It's so cringy to watch them go down screaming like that when he's barely touched him. I mean, you have to imagine what would happen if you got in a fight with one of them people. Like, if he got hit by Francis Ngannou, you think he'd just die instantly?
I think they'd probably die before it actually hit.
Yeah. He's just laid knocked out and Francis is like, I haven't even thrown it yet. Get De Bruyne off before he gets murdered.
Probably be man of the match today, I think.
Yeah, probably.
I think he's absolutely run the show.
He definitely got dragged into a bit of a fight there, didn't he? As soon as that first foul got given, or didn't get given, he just wanted to start kicking people.
Oh, he left someone hanging.
Oh no. The other one even just tapped his hand as well to be like, I ain't getting left here, son. Oh, De Bruyne has just absolutely brutalised 2 of the City bench. Will he get it back this time? No. That poor guy, every time he asks for the ball back, it doesn't go anywhere near him.
Keep going, yeah.
Come on!
Nope. It's like FIFA, you know, when you call for the ball off the wing and get mugged off.
Yeah, it's that. Every time it's like, fuck! I'm glad we find ways to keep ourselves entertained because this game has been terrible.
I've watched, like, obviously every City game this year, and
yeah,
it's like as soon as City go like 1-0 up, literally the game's dead.
Yeah, it's so weird. That's a foul.
It's like the other teams like,
well,
we've lost.
We're not scoring against them, so we've lost now. I feel like even if Leicester were to score now, City just keep the ball for the last couple of minutes.
Yeah.
As Rodri goes into the book. It's got the 5th yellow card in the last 5 minutes.
It's what, 30-yard free kick. Oh my god. Oh.
He's not banging it in, is he? It's gonna be a cross. It could be yellow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It looks like it's gonna be another clean sheet for City.
We're into the 90th
3 minutes added on.
3 added. Nice. Well, they would need some form of miracle to get anything out of this game now.
City's next game is Dortmund at home. How do you feel that one goes?
I think you'll beat them, to be honest. I think City are on a bit of a hot streak at the moment. There's not many teams I can see beating them. Looks like De Bruyne has been given man of the match as well.
I don't know what it is with the Champions League. I always get a bit nervous because I know how fucking sketchy we can play in it.
Yeah. Raheem Sterling's just trolling on that wing there.
going to be a few more seconds wasted.
Yeah. Imagine if Jesus has a shot from here. It's like the opposite side of what Ziyech did to Chelsea.
I'm going to have to watch the Chelsea highlights after this.
Yeah. I'll probably give it a quick watch before I make some tea.
And then, when's the Arsenal-Liverpool kick-off in about 50 minutes?
And then we've got to play this.
Do that on a cheeky watch, see if we got the game of the day wrong.
Yeah.
Again.
And then we've got to play the No Rules Cup. Give us
that way to get snapped and fucking people standing offside.
Yep. Wasn't he Rodri at one point? Now he's Rodrigo. He's just gained some letters in his name.
Isn't it? I mean, I think you can just have whatever you fucking want on the back of your shirt these days.
You just go around like a top shagger or something. Look, you can get in. Remember fucking... Was he at Celtic or something like Jan Vennegaard of Hesselink? And he used to have like his fucking full name on his shirt.
You should start the sleeve all the way around.
Yeah, this is finished.
And there we have full time.
Nice. It's easy City win that.
Yeah, it's just said that was City's 15th consecutive victory away from home.
It's impressive. It's the type of form you need to have to win the league nowadays. The rest of us are playing catch up. Man of the match, De Bruyne there. Yeah. All in all, a relatively easy game there for City, I'd say.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be one of our harder games at the end of the season, but it was pretty.
Yeah, it was a walk in the park, if we're honest.
Yeah, pretty standard, really. I mean, you didn't even see Jamie Vardy.
No, again, I'm pretty sure that Ederson had more touches than Vardy, so. Unfortunate for them, but you know, happy days for United.
Yeah, I think that's that could be second place solo, especially if you win tomorrow as well. You got like 4 points clear of them.
I think it'd be 4, 4 or 5. I can't remember exactly, but it's what we need. We need that cushion.
See, another game gone, another watch along done.
Indeed. I just need to remember to put this one on YouTube, because I'm pretty sure I forgot one of them. Yeah.
I think your internet's struggling a little bit here.
It is. It's definitely struggling. It keeps telling me it's unstable, like a lot of things in my life. But I suppose the game's over. City have won 2-0. Ambulances are outside. I think we can call it a stream there, can't we?
Yeah, that's it.
Sweet, right. Thanks for watching, anyone that's watching, and we'll probably see you later on for some FIFA.